Hey there, I'm Carrie Van Ice here at Get Your Vibe Right, and I know that if you're watching this video, you are starting to play a bigger manifestation game, and you're starting to understand how to use the law of attraction, how to change your mindset, and how to let go of old limiting beliefs. And I bet you're starting to be even more irritated and upset and uncomfortable than you were before. And you're wondering, what the heck is going on? I thought I had found the key to everything and my life was going to get so much better, and all of a sudden, it doesn't feel so great anymore. Well, don't worry, my friend. This is exactly where you should be right now. And I'm going to explain why this happens. It's because you're shifting and changing internally. The way that you see the world is changing. The way that you see yourself is changing. Your thoughts and beliefs are changing. And the world just hasn't caught up yet. You're basically getting a new operating system, and the world is still responding to the old operating system, or the old you. So let me give you an example of this. Let's say that you had an old belief that said nobody cares. And now you've managed to change that belief. And all of a sudden you feel differently about that. Or maybe your belief was, my opinion doesn't matter, or what I think doesn't matter to other people. And so before, when you would go into, let's say, a meeting at work, and you would offer up a good idea and somebody would shut it down, your old self would be like, yep, figures, nobody cares, nobody cares what I have to say. Yep, that tracks, that's pretty much my life. Okay, whatever, move on. Because that behavior was congruent with your old belief, their behavior. And your response was congruent with that old belief as well. But now you've changed that belief, and now all of a sudden your opinion matters. And so when you offer up an idea or an opinion about something and it gets shut down, you start raging inside. All of a sudden you are triggered. Things are not okay. You are feeling really uncomfortable, and this just does not sit well with you anymore, right? And so the world is still responding to the old belief, and you're no longer on that operating system. So life is getting pretty bumpy and uncomfortable because you're changing inside and it just hasn't caught up yet. So here is the point at which a lot of people, when they're starting to understand the law of attraction or really work on their mindset and make progress, they throw up their hands and they say, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. It's not working. I'm actually more irritated than I used to be. I'm more upset than I used to be. I'm getting triggered more than I used to. So I must be doing something wrong, or this just doesn't work. Not true. Actually, what's going on is telling you it's working. And your awareness of seeing that things are different in you, your response to things that didn't used to bother you and now you're getting triggered by them, that is an indicator that something in you is changing and shifting for the better. And you just gotta kind of ride it out until the world catches up with your new beliefs, and until you change some more things about your mindset that tip the scales into changed behavior in the world. So there's gonna be this little gap, right, where you haven't really gotten there enough to change your behavior and stand up and demand that your idea be followed through on, or demand that it be considered without being shut down. That's the discomfort that you have to move through before you get to the other side. So many people come into this work and they think, oh, great, it's gone. I've changed it. It's different. I'm going to be different. The world's going to be different. Everything's going to be great, and I'm going to be so much happier. Well, I got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that's not always going to be the way it is. The good news is just being aware that that's happening is a win. It's a total win, and it's an absolute reflection that you're doing it. Like, it's changing. You're changing inside of you. And if you just stick with it and see it through and keep at it and change more and more thoughts and beliefs around those things, then you're going to get to the point where the triggers do go away and you have the confidence to go forward with the new operating system. Okay, so the takeaway here is awareness is the win. Don't beat up on yourself because all of a sudden you're not feeling great, you're being more upset, you're more triggered than you used to be. Give yourself credit for the change that that signifies in your life. It really is a win during this stage of things. And this is a journey. You are a work in progress. And just because you understand something on the intellectual level, or that you've managed to change a few things about the old you, doesn't mean that everything's caught up to the new you, okay? So if you are struggling with this and it just feels super uncomfortable and overwhelming, or maybe you understand that you do have some old beliefs that you want to change so that you can show up differently in the world, I would love to help you with that. I am a certified body code, belief code, and emotion code practitioner. And I can actually tell you, well, your body will tell you exactly what those old beliefs are that you want to shift and change to see the new you showing up in the world. And I offer a free 20-minute consultation. You can find that just below here. Just click on it. We'll have a conversation. I promise you I'll be able to show you some of those beliefs and give you a starting point for change, because I want to see the new you too. And I'm here for it. So just let me know what I can help you with. I am more than happy to show up for you.
I can see the stars align, dance around the moon.